Good morning and welcome to the Crafty Canary for your tip on Tuesday. Today, let's talk about starch. Do you ever try to starch a dark pair of pants, a dark garment? You spray the starch on, iron it, and you get all these white, nasty flakes on your fabric. Well, I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to prevent that. The first and easiest is iron your clothes and starch your clothes inside out. Then if there are any flakes, then it will be on the inside, no one will see them. But if you don't want to do that, you can spray your starch on and let it soak in for a minute or two. Doesn't have to be a terribly long time. You still want it to be a little bit damp, but give it some time to soak in, then those flakes will not be there. Now, our mothers, or my mother has told me the story, and my mother-in-law, that when they were younger, they would actually dip the clothing in liquid starch, probably some starch mixed with water, dip them in there after they were clean, roll them up in a towel, and put them in the refrigerator for several hours before they ironed them. That did prevent the starch from flaking. It was the way you starched back then. They didn't have spray starch, but it didn't have the flakes like we do now with the spray starch. You can even adopt that a little bit in your practice now by spraying it really well. Put it in if you have one of those big resealable bags, if it's a big garment, or even a trash bag, but just close it really tight and put it in the fridge for a couple hours. Take it out, iron it. You won't have the flakes like you do when you just spray and iron instantly. Now, another tip I want to give you, it's a little bit expensive, so a little bit odd for me because I know you're really don't want to spend money and really want to save money, but this is worth it to me. If you do a lot of starching on your clothing, which I do on my husband's pants, then you want to have maybe two separate irons, one for your starch and one for any clothes that are delicate and you don't want to get that flakiness ever on them. And if you're a seamstress like me, an iron that you just use for sewing and delicate clothing. So one iron, maybe that's not even really that expensive, that you use for your starching iron, and another iron for your delicates and your sewing. So I hope that helps. Let's see how this does. Yes, beautiful. No white flakes at all. I hope this tip was helpful. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and come back next time for another great tip on Tuesday. Thanks for watching. See you next time.